Welcome, people of YouTube. This is MTG Budget Master here with another budget deck tech. Today we got Red Devotion, and in this Red Devotion deck, it's straight up aggressiveness with evasion. There's not much removal, but aggressiveness and evasion work together like symphony. I don't know what I just said. Okay, let's go to the creatures. We'll start off with 8 1-drops. The first 4 1-drops are our Acron Crusaders. These guys, they're mainly here to get you some early damage with the soldiers they make, because we have plenty of, heroic enablers. So yeah, that's why they're here. And then we got 4 Firebreaker Crusaders. They're here because they're really good early, but suck later. But I mean, early damage, it's all about aggressiveness. Alright, next, we don't have any 2-drops, but we do have a couple of 3-drops. The first 3-drops, we have Two-Headed Cerberus. He's a 1/2 double strike, and the only reason I have him here is mainly his devotion's good. I mean, I don't care about that, even though this is the red devotion deck. But the double strike is amazing, and he's a common. If you put Titan Strength on this guy, he'll swing for 8 damage, and that, to me, is pretty good. And yeah, that's why he's here. Next, we have 2 Acron Linebreakers. He's here because his heroic, he gains Intimidate +2/+0. This guy can win you a game alone, and since everything here besides the Hammer, Perforos, and creatures trigger they trigger heroic, he's gonna be getting his heroic ability a lot, and he'll win you games. Next, we have 3 Fanatic Moguses. Well, this is a red devotion deck. Why wouldn't you have him here? Yeah, there's nothing else to be said about that guy. Next we have 1 Perforos, God of the Forge. He's $5, so that's why we have one of them in here. And since we have 18 creatures, and all of them are cheap, our highest converted mana cost here is 4, by the way. But anyways, and he deals 2 damage to each opponent. Every time I get a creature out, I'm going to be dealing plenty of damage. Plus his, pump up creatures abilities, not so bad either. Next we have 2 Flame Wreath Phoenixes. These guys are $2 each, and they give 2 devotion, and they're 3/3 flyers, so evasion right there, and plus they can become 5/5 flyers or 3/3 flyers with haste, and when they die they go back to your hand, which is, in my book, amazing. And yeah, those are our creatures. Now we'll go to our spells. For spells, we have 4 Titan Strength to pump up your creatures, trigger heroic, and it's just to get plenty of damage in. Next we have 2 Blinding Flares. This is here for evasion, to get you pumped up Acron Linebreaker or pumped up Two-Headed Cerberus inside your opponent and kill them like that. We have 2 Rouse Them Off to also trigger heroic, but also to get the trample part, which is, trample. I like it, it's nice, but it doesn't really work that much in this deck. Next we have 2 Twin Flames to also trigger heroic, but also to, destroy your opponent with like a blinding flare. So what I mean by that is, Twin Flame on Acron Linebreaker, it triggers his heroic. That copy becomes the heroic Acron Linebreaker. They both have Intimidate. They both have +2/+0, and they're both gonna wreck. For the last spells, we have 2. We have 2 Follow the Hammers. Follow the Hammer is here to also trigger heroic, if you haven't noticed that yet. But it's our only kind of source of removal here. So if this guy becomes like a 4/1 with Intimidate and use this, he becomes a 6/1 with Intimidate. But it also, potentially could kill your opponent's creature. Now we have artifacts. We only have 2 Hammer Perforoses. And basically it's here to add devotion, but also give our creatures haste, as this is kind of an aggressive deck with evasion. And it's 3/3 golems. I would really use them to trump block, but if they're a win condition for you, by all means, go ahead. Now we have, for enchantments, we have 2 Giant Mantles. This is, normally I would think this sucks, but this card has been very good lately, especially on a Two-Headed Cerberus, or on an Acron Linebreaker, and just pumping it up for like forever. And the draw card gives card advantage, and this card is amazing. Next we have 2 Ordeal of Perforos. I don't have much to say about this card, really. I mean, the 3 damage is nice and all, and the 3 +1/+1 counters, but I think I'd rather have 2 Dragon Mantles. over this, but I mean, I just added this because it's perf roast, really. Next I have Two Thunderous Might. This is here because it's a red devotion deck, and this pumps every creatures out of your red devotion to get you plenty of early damage, but way better damage late game. And yeah, that's our deck, our main deck right there. Oh, and we run 22 mountains, and then sideboard, I didn't put a full 15 sideboard card thing, but for sideboard we have 2 Searing Bloods. This is basically for all those like small creature decks. 1 Anger of the Gods for like aggressive decks. 2 Scourging Lands for small creature to aggressive decks. Peak Eruption for mirror matches or stuff that run on mountains, anything like that. And then 2 Harness by Force for the big guys. I couldn't really find anything for control, but if you can, go ahead, use it. And yeah, this deck runs super smooth. This deck is aggressive, has evasion, a little bit of removal, plenty of damage in. Your opponent won't know what hit him until they actually punch him in the face. This has been MTG Budget Master here. And one more thing, this is, I think I mentioned it earlier in the video, but this is $20-$25, not including sideboard, and never including sideboard. But yeah, $20 to $25, and it runs pretty nice. If you like this video, please subscribe, or like, or even comment if you wish. Maybe leave a deck tech below, I don't know, a suggestion of what I should do. And yeah, this is MTG Budget Master here, guys. Signing out.